Prologue. Louisa's POV. This has got to be the most magical day of my magical life. These 12 months since I got engaged to Nate have seemed an eternity. But today, I finally get to marry my true love and live happily ever after. I am standing at the back of the majestic cathedral, ready to make my way to the front. With one hand, I finger my pearl drop necklace, a gift from my mother-in-law, and with the other, I hold my bridal bouquet. Suddenly, the music begins, and my father, King Christopher, appears beside me. I slip my free hand into the crook of his muscular arm, and together we step down the aisle. I keep my eyes glued to Nate the entire time as I approach the altar. I take my place beside him as the priest begins the proceedings, and I gaze into Nate's wonderful blue eyes. I could stay like this forever, locked in this magical moment. Suddenly, the doors burst open and enters my sister Adelle. Wait, I think, what is she doing back there? She should be up near the front with the rest of the family. Right behind Adelle is Prince Timothy, one of the visiting royals attending my wedding. I'm back! Adelle cries joyfully. Is everyone okay? Still awake? Everyone in the cathedral turns to look at Adelle. What are you talking about, Adelle? I ask, confused. And where have you been? I thought you were here the entire time. Prince Timothy clears his throat. Adelle, perhaps we should let Prince Nathaniel and Princess Louisa finish the ceremony before we explain. He calls up to Nate and me. We can't offer an explanation for this interruption. Please, carry on. Prince Timothy and Adelle take their seats, and Nate tells the priest to continue. We finish the vows and all the whatever he's saying, and then comes my favorite part. I close my eyes, and Nate and I kiss. A collective cheer rises from the crowd. I open my eyes. We did it, I whisper to Nate. After all the wedding festivities are over for the day, and most of the guests have retired to their rooms, Nate and I call for Adelle and Prince Timothy to meet us in the library. When we arrive, they are already seated on chairs in a nook in one corner of the room. Nate and I take a seat on a couch opposite them. I know you've been wanting an explanation for what happened earlier, Adelle begins. Yes, replies Nate, and I've been wondering what you mean by still awake. Adelle, suggests Prince Timothy, perhaps we should start at the beginning. Yes, good idea, agrees Adelle. Then everything will make a lot more sense. Well, Louisa, remember a few months ago when you and Nate made the guest list for your wedding? Chapter 1. Adelle's POV. What? I half gasped, half screamed as I came to a certain name on the guest list. Don't tell me you invited... him. Louisa and Nate turned to me with confused expressions. Who? Louisa asked. Don't tell me you don't know, I accused. Him, Prince Timothy, you know, from Austria. Oh, Louisa shifted uncomfortably in her chair. Well, don't blame me. Mother and Father added him and his family to the list because they're our friends. Our kingdoms are close trading partners. But, Timothy, no! I buried my head in my hands. It was just too dreadful. Nate interjected, What's her problem? Louisa rolled her eyes and explained, The royal family of Austria visits us every few years. My sister has not had the best relations with her son Timothy. Last time, he belched the Greek alphabet, and he would only speak in Spanish because he had just visited Spain and was proud of his learning a new language. I scoffed at the memory. Adelle thought it very rude, Louisa added. He's a horrible little boy, and I have no wish to see him again. I threw the list to the floor. Nate asked, What is he like now? Well, we haven't exactly seen him since he was 11, which was 6 years ago. I really don't know what he's like now. Well, says Nate, I'm a lot more mature now than when I was 11, so I'm sure Prince Timothy has grown up a lot too. Ha! I snorted. I'll bet. Well, Adelle, Louisa reminded me, you may not like him, but you have to be polite when he's here. Oh, polite I can do. I crossed my arms in front of my chest. Like him I cannot. Timothy's POV. It was a typical day in Austria. Paris may be the city of love, but Vienna is the city of music. I happen to have a particular fondness for music. In fact, I am especially proficient at playing the harpsichord. Interestingly enough, I was actually playing the harpsichord the day which would change my life forever. I was called to meet my parents in the throne room. I reluctantly closed the cover of the harpsichord and hurried to hear what my parents had to say. Father, Mother, my older sister Amelia, and Amelia's husband Alexander were gathered, reading a fancy parchment. My mother read it aloud. King Christopher and Queen Beauty of France hereby invite King Maximus, Queen Maria, Crown Princess Amelia, Prince Alexander, and Prince Timothy to the wedding of their beloved daughter, Princess Louisa, to Prince Nathaniel of Germany. Oh, my mother gasped. Isn't that exciting? How long has it been since we last saw the royal family of France? She counted on her fingers. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yes, it has been 6 years. Now why has it been so long, Maximus? My father, a man of few words, simply shrugged. My mind wandered back 6 years to the last time I saw Princess Louisa and her family. We were all in Denmark at the time, and my sister, Amelia, was to be married to Louisa's cousin, Prince Isaac of Denmark. However, the wedding didn't actually happen at all. Prince Isaac ended up finding true love in a girl named Layla. Everyone expected Amelia to be heartbroken, but it was actually Amelia's idea not to go through with the wedding. She told Isaac to marry the girl he loved, and admitted the only reason she wanted to get married was so she would be allowed to inherit the throne. Mother, of course, was horrified, but happy for Amelia, Father put his foot down and overruled the long-held tradition. Then I thought about Princess Louisa's family. She had an older brother, Crown Prince William, and a twin sister, Princess Adelle. I remembered Princess Adelle was a lot of fun, leading crab-hunting expeditions on the beach. She's also heroic, diving in to pull her sister out of the water when she fell from a slippery rock. I also remembered Princess Adelle was constantly making an effort to avoid me. No wonder. Why did I ever think belching the Greek alphabet would impress her? I cringed at the memory. Well, of course, my mother started barking out orders for everyone to start packing immediately. I was about to escape to my refuge of music when my mother called me back. Timothy, she noted, now with the list and pen in hand, when was the last time you had a new outfit? I thought for a moment. To be honest, I've never given clothes much thought. That's Sir Humphrey's job, not mine. I made my best guess. Last time we had a party? So that would have been 1, 2, 3 months. You are long overdue for a new suit. Timothy, you must tell me these things. And probably new shoes as well. Have Sir Humphrey call the royal tailor right away. Yes, Mother, I answered obediently. I sighed. Being fitted for new clothes is one of my least favorite things. Right down there with arithmetic. I got back to my room and rung for Sir Humphrey. With a clutter of shiny shoes with even shinier buckles, he entered. You called, Prince Timothy? He asked in his oh-so-proper manner. The exaggerated curls of his white-powdered wig bobbed precariously, as if they could fall off any moment. Sir, don't ask how he received his title. Everyone wonders, but no one knows. Humphrey is one of my servants. He does stuff like pick up my clothes, play my schedule, and, one of his favorite pastimes, tell me everything I'm doing wrong. In fact, he seems happiest when he's just telling me what to do. I think he's a bit annoying, and, in my mind only, of course, I refer to him as the royal lackey. Yes, I answered, trying to my hardest to hold in a snicker. I focused my eye on his mustache instead of his wig to keep my composure. I cleared my throat. Mother told me to tell you to call the royal tailor. We've been invited to a royal wedding, and Mother wants me to have a new suit. You should probably also call the royal shoemaker, because I think Mother also said something about shoes. I sat down at my harpsichord and opened the cover. Right away, Prince Timothy, said the royal lackey, Sir Humphrey. He studied me with a scrutinizing eye. Oh, and be sure to straighten your jacket. It looks a bit rumpled. I quickly tugged my jacket straight. Thank you, Sir Humphrey, I replied, holding my music book up over my face as to hide my rolling eyes. Sir Humphrey's shiny shoes clattered away, along with the rest of him.